Set to go now with the men's 50-meter hurdles here at the Sports Arena in Los Angeles. Mark McCoy, the record holder in this one from Canada, 6.25. It was set back in 1986, and we have an outstanding field in this one. Greg Foster holds the American record, which could be in jeopardy tonight, 6.35. We hasten to point out, of course, this is early in the season. And look at this field. Andrew Parker, Tonie Campbell, Earl Diamond, Toney Dees, the man to beat here. Robert Redding rounds out the field. 5 quick hurdlers, any one of whom can steal this race, but Toney Dees, clearly the man to beat. And there is Toney Dees. And he's a guy who not only feels that he could win this race tonight, but he feels he could conceivably win it in record time.
I'm almost positive that I can. Because, as you can see, outdoors and all last year, for the first 6 hurdles, I was unscathed. I mean, no one was there with me. It's just the latter part of my race where I had difficulties at. And going into the race tonight, I feel if I apply that same thought, knowing that I'm capable of doing it, the world record could fall.
And there is a look at Toney Dees. He won everything around last year, too. Had a fine season last year. He's also a terrific sprinter.
He is, and he is the fastest man in the field. There you see him right there. 6th fastest hurdler in the world last year. He's really got excellent sprint speed as well. He has been coming back rather slowly. Everybody pointing to the World Championships in Tokyo in August. 55 meters helps his speed. Tonie Campbell, who will be off to his left. There you see Earl Diamond, a former NCAA champion out of the University of Florida. Campbell is wearing the green and the white top on the left right there of Earl Diamond. There is Tonie Campbell, world ranked consistently for the last 8 years, bronze medalist at the Olympics. He is a fine talent, excellent technician. If he gets out equally well with Dees, he's a better technician than Dees is over the hurdles and could possibly beat him.
And at this short distance, of course, the race is won or lost at the start. So it'll be Dees in the all black, Campbell in the green, and watch out for Earl Diamond in the pink in the center between Campbell and Dees.
4 hurdles, 3.5 feet high.
Underway, false start. The man who jumped was Robert Redding.
Redding, a 1989 NCAA champion, and trying to guess the gun, really, to get a jump with these guys. Look at, didn't quite guess correctly, though. That's a very clean false start.
Well, he needs to roll with the gun because he's in some high cotton.
2 false starts, and you're out. And if this were back in the Greek days early on, Robert Redding right now would be being beaten by a bush of thorns. That's what they did wrong. There is Toney Dees, only training right now, Barry, twice a week as he comes back into it after an intense 10-month stretch last year.
He has had problems in that department, has had Robert Redding. Momentary delay while the pole vault, that cheers for someone in the pole vault. And the gun is up again. Dees in the all black. And they bring him up this time to let the crowd settle down.
Toney Dees, that George Steinbrenner and his organization, his corporation down there in Tampa, is still funding 3 athletes. Andre Cason, who we'll see go against. There's Dees. Dees and Cason are 2 of the 3 people. Clarence Daniel, a quarter mile being the other. That Steinbrenner's operation is still funding. He's working at a hotel, learning hotel management during half the day and training the rest of the time.
He doesn't win, he gets traded, right? Here's a look at Tonie Campbell. And we mentioned Campbell's a guy who will generally peak a little bit later in the season. Might be a little early for him.
It could be here. From Carson, California, Southern California. A lot of the hurdlers live around here. Greg Foster is from Southern California. Grew up here, went to UCLA as well.
So the gun is up again. Campbell lane 2, Diamond lane 3, Dees in lane 4 should be the race. But again, short distance, the start is the race.
May we please have quiet for the start.
Set to go again.
Oh.
And another false start. That was Dees, I believe.
That is Dees. All right, guys, just chill out. They're not used to the starter in part. He should be calming them down. He should say something to them around, like, guys, we've already had several false starts. Just relax. Get them comfortable. Watch Dees in black. See him anticipate.
Well, just a moment ago, they were just about set to go, and someone went over the pole vault bar, and that started a cheer from the crowd, so things not exactly the norm.
Dees, 6'4", 201 pounds, and the American indoor record holder at a rarely run distance, the 100 meters. He's run 10.28 seconds for the 100 meters indoors.
On their marks again. start this time, and it is Dees out very quickly. So too is Andrew Parker. Dees and Parker. Dees, Parker, and Diamond. 6:44 unofficially.
Well, not the record he talked about. He was about 0.2 of a second off Mark McCoy of Canada's world record. You need a fast surface also here. This is not lightning fast, those boards.
Well, the story also maybe in lane number 1, we didn't even talk about Andrew Parker.
He got out to a great start. He actually, I think, timed to start well, hit the first hurdle and lost it there. Watch Dees come on. He's been working on improving himself from hurdle 4 on. That's the 4th hurdle. He keeps pulling away, drives off the hurdle well, and leans into the tape. Tonie Campbell suffering from a bad start. Watch him come off here. Those hurdles on a 6-foot person are about 6 inches above your navel. Look how easily he just kind of clears them. Get that leg down quickly, lean for the tape, pull your trail leg over as quickly as you can. Easy win for Toney Dees.
So Toney Dees is the winner, 6:44. A fine second for Andrew Parker over Earl Diamond. Tonie Campbell victimized at the start. Those hurdles may be easy for somebody 6'4", for somebody 5'8" like me. It's a high jump.